Hey everybody, it's Ben Duke, and I'm so excited because we're going to talk about the 5 questions that will help you discover how to enjoy making money. Now, I know it might not be the most important thing to you, and money might not be the highest on your value list, but we can all pretty much guarantee that it's very important and necessary. So these questions are going to be extremely important and insightful, whether you're trying to change a career path, go a different direction, or just trying to make some money on the side. So, number 1, the first question is, what do you love to learn? Now, I know that sounds like a simple question, but I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I was forced to learn a lot of things I really didn't quite enjoy. So now that we're adults, we actually have the choice. We always have the choice to choose what we want to learn, what we want to consume. And that is so important and vital because we want to be able to consume and then shift and maybe transfer that into actually making money. Why would you want to be stuck doing something that you don't truly enjoy doing consistently day in and day out? The next thing is, information is always available to us 24/7, and that's great because now we can think about, okay, well, what am I searching for? What am I looking at? What am I trying to learn more about so that I can give to the world? And the last thing is, too many people just flat out hate their jobs, and I don't want you to be one of those people. So it's always good to kind of see what kind of state we're in, not just at work, but when we talk about work. Question number 2. What do you see yourself talking about to other people? Because typically we talk about what we're excited about, what we're passionate about, what we love. And so if you notice, if you're really talking about a specific thing, a specific skill or ability or something that you are really passionate about, that might be something you want to pursue. The next is ask advice and then see what advice other people are asking from you. Because if they're asking that advice from you, then you might be something of an authority in that category. Question number 3. What are you great at? What are you really good at? Because typically the things that we're great at are the things that will make us money. But you know what? It doesn't just stop there. The second question about that is not just what are you great at now, but what are you willing to be great at later? What I mean by that is you can be, do, and have anything, but you got to put the time in. You got to put the work in. So when you think about this, well, I'm not great at this, but I would love to be later on in life. You can do that. You just got to be willing to put in the time. So if you can do that, you literally can do anything. So what it comes down to is you got to own yourself. What are your unique talents, abilities, gifts, strengths? And harness those and use those and monetize those, because let me tell you what, I don't know about you, but I like being good at things and then being able to teach people what I'm good at. It makes me feel good because now it's not just you being selfish with your gifts, you're actually giving it to other people. You're never stuck. I know we hear that a lot. You're like, well, I'm stuck in this job. I got to make money doing this. Well, that's fine. Yes, I know we got to make money and you can't just quit your job, but what are you doing with your free time? Maybe you could start this process of learning about something new that really excites you so that in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years from now, you can start to shift and pursue those loves and passions. And the next is, guess what? It's really hard to do anything on our own. So maybe get support. It's always great to have a good support system around you, asking the right questions to the right people, and to get mentors. I'm going to tell you right now, it is amazing how so many people have done the things that you might be interested in doing. So let's learn from that. Question number 4. How do you want to contribute to the world? It is so important that we understand that we have 2 major spiritual needs. All of us as people. The first is growth and the second is contribution. Because it's always better to give than to receive. I know we've heard that before, but it's so true. I was just shopping for my wife for Christmas and my daughter for Christmas. And let me tell you, I'm more excited, so much more excited for them to open their gifts than to me to get whatever I'm going to get. The next is you need to start thinking about acting now. I mean, we have one opportunity. We have one chance. And I know that sounds cliche, but I think sometimes we wait around for the right moment, that perfect time. The truth is, there is no perfect time. The perfect time is right now. Question number 5. How can you make money doing what you figured out in those last 4 questions. Now, that could be anything, but really dive into those first 4 questions and what did you come up with? What was that one key area that you're like, you know what? I really love Spanish, and I took it up in high school. I consumed a lot more in college. I went to Spain, and I started using it, and I loved interacting and using that new language. And so maybe you want to start teaching that to other people. But whatever it is, there are so many countless ways that you can monetize your gifts and your talents. It has become so amazing how there are so many different platforms to diversify our talents. Now, I know diversity is something that you hear when you're talking about finances, okay? We need to diversify our portfolio. It's the same thing with our gifts and our abilities. We want to be able to use different platforms in order to give those gifts, because that will always allow us to share and monetize our gifts in different ways. And here's our special bonus. Yes, it's so important to enjoy and love what you do, obviously. But I saw this amazing video a couple of weeks ago, and it really just summed it all up to me. All right, the guy wrote a diagram, all right, in a vertical line. And at one end it was 0, on the other end it was 80. And that was literally depicting a person's life. And then he put little notches in every 10 years. Now, in the first 20 years, he indicated, obviously, that we're still growing and developing into our adult selves. But then around 20 to 22 years old, that's when people start to get real and life starts to happen. And we have to start getting jobs and making money and being on our own. And that doesn't actually stop until around 65 years. So from 20 years old to 65 years old, that is the bulk of our lives. And so why in the world would we want to spend the majority of our lives, the one opportunity and chance we have at life, doing something that we don't enjoy? So if there's any questions that have come up for you when going through this process, please comment below and make sure to subscribe and share to your friends. I hope this has been valuable to you.